Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy, your real estate sales guy, and the guy that just loves to talk about everything about sales. We got a great subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What is our subject for today? Our subject for today is selling and being prepared to sell. What do you say? I said selling and being prepared to sell. You know, I've been in sales a long time, and one of the things that I've learned over my long career in sales is that you have to be prepared. I'm just saying, it's like if you go to a customer, you know, and you knock on their door and you're ill prepared, it's really complicated and it's really hard to close a sale, especially because of the lack of confidence that you will have. See, selling is an art, and it gives you the capability to talk to a tremendous amount of people. But when you talk to these people, you have to at least know the basics and the fundamentals on how to sell your product. Now, a lot of times people are ill prepared. When I first got into sales, I had very limited knowledge of selling. I just thought, you know, you talked a good game and you talked and talked and talked, and then hopefully they'll buy something from you. But it's not like that. Selling gives the customer the capability to have a conversation with you. When you're selling, one of the things as far as being prepared is that you need to be relaxed. You need, you know, we all have our moments, though, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm still nervous when I talk to customers, but you need to have this air about yourself that you're competent and confident. Because, see, the reason being is customers, if you're confident and you're competent and you kind of have an idea of what you're doing, customers are more inclined to listen to you. And if you have a good story, if you can just walk them through a process, not bark at them and bark at them and bark at them, but talk to them just like we're having a conversation right now. Just talk. Just ask good questions. You know, a lot of times good, simple questions can make a determining factor for a customer. Now, I've done a lot of cold calling, so sometimes it's a numbers game. More or less, it is a numbers game. But see, here's the key to success. You know, the being prepared means that, hey, what you've done is when you're in class, when you first get your sales job, you're sitting in class, you're asking questions, and you are learning the basics and the fundamentals. If you don't have a foundation, it's really kind of hard to be able to, I don't know, feel competent. It's really hard when you don't have a good foundation to get out there and feel good about your product and what you're trying to sell. Because if you're not happy with what you're selling, if you don't believe in what you're selling, if you don't agree that it's a great product, it's going to be more complicated to sell than you've ever thought. Because, see, you have to be to thine own self be true. So you have to have a product that you feel competent and confident in. And I'm going to tell you what, it's like this. If you have a product that you're able to purchase because your company sells it, it makes it easier if you have some skin in the game. What I mean by that is, say for instance, if you're selling insurance, if you don't own any insurance, or say for instance extended warranties, if you're trying to sell an extended warranty, it's kind of hard to sell it when you don't even buy it on your own products or even on your own family or on your own self. So what I'm saying is you gotta be prepared. Selling and being prepared means, you know, you're gonna sit down when everybody else is just talking a bunch of crap and you're reading the literature. You're practicing your presentations. Practicing your presentations will make all the difference in the world. The more practice that you have, let's just say for instance, you're sitting on you're getting ready to get on the phones. You're gonna be cold calling customers, or maybe you have some leads. If you have a script, it gives you the basics and the fundamentals on the things that you need to say. You're being prepared. You should have already prior practiced that script. And I mean it seriously, guys, because see, somebody has already took the time and has already done what you're doing, and they're teaching you, and by using your scripts, you're being more prepared. The more prepared you are, the easier to overcome objections. And it's easier because, see, it gives you something to look at and to work at. And sometimes even if you do have scripts, they are sometimes fluid. That means that you have the capability to change some of the wording and maybe some of the style, but they at least give you the fundamentals. I mean, it really makes a big difference. Selling and being prepared means that, hey, man, you get up every day, you brush your teeth, you comb your hair, you take a shower, you get ready, You read good books or you listen to good motivational materials like this one. Because, my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I am your sales guy. And I'm going to tell you what, by listening to people who've been in the game. I've been in the game since 80s, okay? That's a long time. But see, here's the thing. You need good quality information to help you be prepared for the day. Are you hungry? Are you hungry to make money? If you're hungry, what you're going to do is you're going to take this good advice. You're going to listen to other people who are in the sales game. They're going to teach you the fundamentals on how to ask good questions, how to close sales, how to ask and pick apart people's excuses for why they can't buy. The key to success in this regard is you have to be prepared. Sometimes practicing with your significant other, your family members, can also help you to become prepared when you have to get out there and talk to people. And if you're going door to door or business to business, you definitely have to practice your scripts. You have to practice what you're going to be doing. Now, when I first got into sales, it was really, really cool. I had this great guy, he taught me, a way to get out there and make money. And one of the things that you have to sometimes is you have to just listen, but don't be afraid to get out there. See, a lot of times people wait till everything is right, and it's just like a green light. It ain't gonna always be green. It'll be red and yellow, and you'll have issues, which are like tissues that pop up. So you have to be prepared, but don't be so prepared that you don't get out there and do the do. That means get out there and do the work. Selling and being prepared means that, your attitude's got to be right. Like I said, motivational materials and mantras and things that you say to yourself, I like myself, I'm a great salesman, I got that from Tommy Hopkins or Brian Tracy and Zig Ziglar and a lot of great other people. They talk to themselves while they're actually getting out there, and selling. And it makes all the difference in the world. I remember when I used to go door to door a lot, and I still do because I sell real estate. And what I'll do is I'll tell myself, I got 25 cards, I got this many people I got to talk to. I'm going to be polite. I'm going to be extra nice. And if somebody's mean to me or cruel to me, or I'm just going to be nice. And I'm going to talk to as many people as I can, because believe it or not, it is a numbers game. And being prepared means you're going to do all the things that that are right. Now, a lot of people fail in sales because they give up before the miracle. And what I mean by that is a lot of times they stop doing the things that they need to do that they did when they first started. Now, I've been guilty of that, so I can tell you, I'm a real salesperson, guys. You're listening to a guy who's seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all, and I share that. And I'm not a preacher. I'm just kind of like a little bit of a teacher because I've been there, done that. I've written those good checks, okay? So when you're listening to me, I'm learning, and I'm always learning because I'm out here still selling. I'm still out here talking to people. I've had successes and I've had failures, but I've had more successes than I've had failures. And I've been prepared. I keep learning. See, people ask me, are you always learning? I'm always learning. I'm always looking for a bigger and better way. I'm always thinking, well, what more can I do to satisfy my customer? What more can I do to learn? And see, being in the real estate business, it's also given me the capability to go back over the fundamentals and the things that I learned when I first got into sales. One of the key aspects is, like I said, you need to, in the morning time or afternoon or evening, if you have a group of people that you can get with, you can have what they call a mentor group. A mentor group means you got somebody who's been in the business for a while now who can talk to you, and you can listen to motivational materials together, and they can give you their opinion on a lot of it. And if you've got mentors out there, holy cow, guys, you're lucky, because, and you don't want manipulators, you want mentors, people who can tell you things that you don't want to hear, like you need to go to work or you need to remember this stuff, because you cannot have somebody, and I had somebody tell me not too long ago, Gary, I can show you this and do it, and I can do it for you, but until you do it yourself, you're not going to be successful at what you're trying to do. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm glad that they gave me some medicine that I didn't want to take. Because sometimes being prepared means you got to do the work. That means that paperwork, all the contracts and things that you need to fill out, the computer programs that you need to use, and the lead systems. Sometimes I've looked at my life and I've been a little bit lazy, and I wanted somebody else to do the work for me, and all I wanted to do was sell. But see, a true salesman and a business owner, they have to do it all. See, how are you able in the future to hire new people, and if you're not competent in knowing what you need to know? Now, there are going to be some things that I can't do and I won't do because I have people do it for me. A lot of rich people, they don't have to waste their time because they're out there doing what they need to do. And that's when you get the opportunity to hire new people. Selling is a great opportunity. It's a great way to make good money, and it's always a great way to have a good career. And some people, they just haphazardly fall into sales. I did. I was one of them kind of people. I was searching. I wasn't happy doing what I was doing. And I got a chance to be a salesperson, and it changed my whole life for the good. And I'll tell you what, it ain't always been easy, but I've tried to prepare myself. I try to prepare. And see, what you do also is when you're a salesperson, and when you start making money, start putting money away for a rainy day. Start building and stacking your paper. Because see, there may be some new opportunities, jobs, and certifications, and licenses that you want to get. So you need to go ahead and put the money away. So when you need to change careers, because I'm going to tell you what, I've been in sales since the 80s, and a lot of the companies that I worked for in the past are no longer with us. But see, I'm still a salesman. We're very valuable, and so what I've done is I've practiced what I preach. I always keep learning. I keep learning and being prepared. Now, see, the reason why I stress that you need to put money away for a rainy day is because I didn't many times. I wasn't thinking. I was getting all this money and everything was going real good. I had a lot of money. I was having all this stuff. And then I find out you got to pay your own way sometimes. You got to pay your own taxes. Oh, crap. Make sure you're prepared to pay your taxes. Put that money away so you are prepared. Be prepared when you're out there selling. And make sure that when you have money, you don't spend it all. Because, see, it's really easy to, once you get it, you go, wow, man, I haven't made no money in a long time. I haven't made no money. Man, I'm making this money. It's going to come and come and come. Well, sometimes the well dries up and it sucks. So I'm not trying to scare you guys. I just want you to know selling and being prepared to sell means that, hey, listen, when you got a little bit of money in the bank, you don't have this thing called salesman's breath. If you ain't never heard of it, it's like you're desperate to sell. It sucks. And customers, they know it. They can feel it. They can see it. They can it just comes out of you. So by having a little bit of money in the bank or a little bit that's out there, sometimes you got to be starving. Some people have to be starving before they'll get motivated. But for me, I'm going to tell you what, I've been starving before, and I always seem to do better when I have a little bit of money in the bank. That way I can kind of say, I can relax. Oh, yes, just relax, and I can talk because I want to be prepared. Now, like I said, being prepared is knowing your job, guys. The best you can do is to get out there and start selling. Now, for some people, and I've been guilty of it. I had to know every single thing about my product, and then I could sell. Well, that's not good, okay? Because sometimes what's holding you back is yourself. Being prepared means that, hey, listen, man, I got a little bit of knowledge. I'm dangerous, so let me get out here and try. See, here's one thing I'm doing now. I'm doing all the things that I've learned over the years. I'm picking up that heavy phone. I'm calling on people. I've got my scripts together. I'm calling on customers and friends and people in my sphere of influence, and I'm letting them know that I'm into business. The same thing in your business. It doesn't matter if you're selling real estate or selling whatever. If you're selling furniture, call all your friends. Hey, man, I'm working over here. I'm selling furniture. Hey, guys, I'm selling the insurance. Sell. Tell everybody. And see, just keep in touch with people. That way you can get referrals and people know what you're doing. You're being prepared. You're doing things that other salespeople don't do. They just wait for somebody to come to them. And what ends up happening is they fail in sales. So this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy, your real estate sales guy. Check me out on my website at yourrealestatesalesguy.com, and you will see my exit real estate gallery, and you'll be able to see me and all the houses that I have for sale. I hope you got something out of this, because selling and being prepared means that you do more than the average salesperson does. You're wanting to be successful. So I hope you get prepared and be ready and get out there and start selling. All right.